Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we try to make sense of those giant corporate documents. Today we're diving into a report from LifeVantage Corporation, and let me tell you, some of their numbers look like they've been on a roller coaster. But before we start, if you appreciate getting straight insights from corporate documents, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below where you can discuss the latest filings with other people. This is a current report, also called an 8K, filed with the Securities and Exchange Commission, or the SEC, on May 6, 2025. Think of it as a snapshot of important events happening at the company. The main thing in this report is the announcement of their financial results for the last 3 and 9 months, which ended March 31, 2025. This means we get a look at how the company performed financially during that time. A press release about this is attached as an exhibit, which we'll get into. Okay, so let's dig into that press release. This is where we'll find the details on how LifeVantage is actually doing, sales-wise and profit-wise. Now, after digging through the numbers, let's check some key highlights about LifeVantage performance. First, the company reported net sales of about $51.8 million for the third quarter of 2025. Now, net sales simply means the total revenue they made from selling products, minus any discounts or returns. Gross profit, which is revenue minus the direct costs of making their products, was $41.6 million for the quarter. This shows how efficiently LifeVantage is making its products before accounting for other expenses like marketing and administration. Selling, general and administrative expenses, or SG&A, came in at $38.1 million. These are the cost to run the business. Things like salaries, marketing and office costs is quite a big number and important to look at relative to sales. Income from operations, which is your profit after subtracting the costs of goods and SG&A, was $5 million for the quarter. It's crucial to see what the operation is generating. Finally, net income, which is the bottom line after all expenses and taxes, was $2 million. This is what the company actually earned. Now let's see how these numbers compare to last year. In the third quarter of 2024, net sales were $53.9 million compared to the $51.9 million this year. Sales decreased by 4%. That means they effectively lost 1 in 25 customers worth of sales. Gross profit last year was $43.6 million compared to this year's $41.6 million, a decrease of about 5%. SG&A expenses were $38.9 million last year compared to $38.1 million this year, a decrease of 2%. Income from operations was $4.7 million last year compared to $3.5 million, 6%. Net income was $2.8 million this year, a decrease of about 29%. This represents a significant hit in profitability. So if we put it all together, sales are down a bit, gross profit is down a bit, SG&A expenses are also down a bit, but both income from operations and net income experienced much bigger drops. This suggests that while LifeVantage managed to cut some expenses, it wasn't enough to offset the drop in sales and gross profit, leading to a more significant decrease in overall profitability. Let's check the 9 months period. Net sales for the 9 months were $158.6 million, which is down 8.5% compared to $17.3 million from last year. Gross profit was $127.47 and $40 million last year, a decrease of about 9%. SG&A expenses decreased to $116.6 million from $122.5 million, down about 5%. Income from operations was $10.9 million compared to $18 million last year, which is down about 39%. That's a big drop. Net income was $6.22 million compared to $10.6 million, a 41% decrease. That's more than 2 in 5 profit dollars just vanished. Putting it all together for the 9-month period, we see a similar story to the quarter, but even more pronounced. Sales are down significantly, gross profit is down, and while SG&A expenses decreased, income from operations and net income have taken a substantial hit. This paints a concerning picture for the company's overall performance, and so what does all this mean? Well, looking at LifeVantage's numbers, there are some clear challenges. Sales are down, and while they've managed to cut some expenses, their profits are taking a bigger hit. One thing that stands out is the decrease in both income from operations and net income. Even though they're saving money on expenses, it's not enough to make up for the decrease in sales and gross profit. This suggests that LifeVantage might need to rethink its sales and marketing strategies and potentially explore new products or markets to boost revenue and ultimately their profit numbers. There might also be broader economic factors at play. Are people spending less on these types of products? Is there more competition? These are the questions that LifeVantage needs to answer to turn things around. Looking ahead, it's crucial for LifeVantage to focus on driving sales growth and improving profitability. This might involve streamlining operations, investing in new products or markets, or finding ways to better engage with their customers. Alright, that's our breakdown of LifeVantage's latest filing. What's your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.